Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt. Today I want to show you what we've been working on, our latest project, which is a 1987 C10. From the outside, it might look like your standard C10, but once we dive into it, you'll see it's quite different. Under the hood, you'll see that we have our power source, which is our 50 kilowatt hour battery pack, or at least half of it. The other half you'll see later running throughout the transmission tunnel. Another few things to point out are going to be the cooling system. So we have our full-size radiator, and then we have all of our electrical pumps that are powered and controlled by our AEM PDU-8. This truck is running a VCU 275. It is our latest offering. It replaces the VCU 200 we previously had, which shares a lot of the same features. However, now we do have the capability of running 2 motors and up to a 1200 volt system, although this truck is running a 400 volt. And now on the inside of the vehicle, similar to the outside actually, it is just a classic interior. Until we key on, then you can see our CD7 dash power up. So on the dash, we do have 4 different screens depending on what kind of data you want to see. So we can see our pack voltage, our state of charge, our estimated range. We also have just a diagnostic screen for inverter data, pack data, and we have a screen even for individual cell voltages. That way you can monitor all of them, make sure all of them are within a happy range. We also have a charging screen. So when the J1772 plug is plugged in, this screen comes up and we can see our full pack voltage and state of charge. Right next to our digital dash display, we do have our 8-button keypad. This is the driver inputs for park, reverse, neutral, drive. It also has the ignition button for our high voltage contactors, as well as the performance mode button, which gives us 4 different performance modes. So you could set a valet mode, you could set a pit limiter, you could set a track mode, or if you're more of a weekend warrior, you can do some spirited driving and turn it up a little bit that way too. So now that we've wrapped up the interior, let's go ahead and get it up on the lift and you guys can see what's under. And now on the underside, we have our CCU, which is our combined charging unit. It is a 6.6 kilowatt onboard charger, and it is also a DC to DC converter. So it's not only controlling the high voltage coming in, it's also doing the job of what would be an alternator and stepping it down to 12 volts for all of our 12 volt systems. Right next to it, you'll see our contactor box, which is filled with our positive and negative contactors, as well as all the current sensors for the system. So now we're here in the back where you will see the Tesla large sport drive unit. Inside you can't see it, but we do have the inverter control board by AEM, which is also controlled by the VCU 275. The VCU 275 with the inverter control board basically gives us full control over the Tesla drive unit. Any sort of limitations that Tesla might have set are no longer there. We can do whatever we need to. That's all mounted and bolted up with this frame kit. It's similar to like a C-notch frame kit. However, it does have the landing pads specifically for the Tesla subframe. Moving on from there, we do have the coilover adapter kit. Since we're no longer running a solid axle with a leaf spring setup, now we can run coilovers. It does allow us to move the coilover mounting point lower, which allows us to run a longer shock, which is just better comfort, better performance. Now up front, we do have the front suspension system from Detroit Speed. Basically their full kit, subframe, tubular arms, and that's also paired in with the Bear big brake kit. Now that we've done a full walk around of the vehicle, ins and outs, let's hop in and go for a drive. From the feel of it, almost like any other EV car, it's as smooth as you want it to be. It could also get as crazy as you want it to be. That's what's nice about the VCU 275. Have full control over it. So we can really tune it and tweak it based on the weight of the vehicle, and then just really fine tune that driving experience. But if you're interested in more of these products, you can check us out on aemelectronics.com. You'll see pretty much everything there. You can follow us on socials as well. This is a cool shot. Same, but different.